Welcome to Technia TV. Hello, I am Dr. Sandeep Kumar. Today I am delivering lecture on broad categories of secondary data. The various sources of secondary data can be divided into two broad categories. First one, published sources, and second one, unpublished sources. What is published sources? The governmental, international and local agency publish statistical data and chief among them are explained below. First is international publications. There are some international institutions and bodies like IMF, UNO, etc., which publish regular and occasional report on economic and statistical matters. The second one is official publications of central and state government. Several departments of central and state governments regularly publish reports on a number of subjects. They gather additional information. Some of the important publications are the Reserve Bank of India Bulletin, Census of India, Statistical Abstracts of States, Agricultural Statistics of India, and Indian Trade Journal, etc. The third one is semi-official publications. Semi-government institutions like municipal corporations, district boards, panchayats, etc. publish reports relating to different matters of public concern. Fourth one, publications of research institutions like Indian Statistical Institute, Indian Council of Agricultural Research, Indian Agricultural Statistics Research Institute, etc., publish the findings of their research programs. The next one, publications of various commercial and financial institutions, and the other one, reports of various committees and commissions, which includes reports of various committees and commissions appointed by the government as the Raj committees, reports on agricultural taxations, Vanchu committees report on taxations and black money, etc. Also important sources of secondary data. The last one is journals and newspapers. Journal and newspaper are very important and powerful sources of secondary data. Current and important material on statistics and socio-economic problems can be obtained from journals and newspapers like Economic Times, Commerce, Capital, Indian Finance, Monthly Statistics of Trade, etc. There are certain unpublished sources. Statistical data can also be collected from various unpublished sources. Some of the important unpublished sources from which secondary data can be collected are: first one, the records maintained by various government and private offices. Second one, the research works carried out by scholars, teachers and professionals. Third one, the records maintained by private firms and business enterprises. Fourth one, records and statistics maintained by various departments and offices of the central and state government, corporation and undertaking, etc. Now I am explaining the characteristics of secondary data. First one is reliability of data. The reliability can be tested by finding out following things of concerned data. First one, sources of data. Second one, researcher concerned. Third one, proper method of collections. Fourth one, time of collections. Fifth one, was there any bias of the compiler? And the last one is level of accuracy, etc. The second one is suitability of data. The data are suitable for one inquiry may not be necessarily be found suitable in another inquiry. Hence, if the available data are found to be unsuitable, they should not be used by the researcher. In this context, the researcher should verify following things. First one, scrutinize the definitions of various terms. Second one, units of collection used at the time of collecting the data from the primary source. Third one, object, scope and nature of original inquiry must also be studied. If the researcher finds differences in these, the data will remain unsuitable for the present inquiry and should not be used. The third one is adequacies of data. If the level of accuracy achieved in data is found inadequate for the purpose of the present inquiry, they will be considered as inadequate and should not be used by the researcher. Now, I am explaining the precautions in the use of secondary data. Since secondary data have already been obtained, it is highly desirable that a proper scrutiny of such data is made before they are used by the investigator. In fact, the user has to be extra cautious while using secondary data. The reason being that data may be erroneous in many respects due to bias, inadequate size of the sample, substitutions, errors of definitions, arithmetical errors, etc. Even if there is no error, such data may not be suitable and adequate for the purpose of the inquiry. Now, there are certain advantages of secondary data. First one, it is economical. It saves efforts and expenses. Second one, it is time saving. Third one, it helps to improve the understanding of the problem. Fourth one, it provides a basis for a comparison for the data that is collected by the researcher. Now, there is also certain disadvantages of the secondary data. First one, secondary data is something that seldom fits in the framework of the marketing research factors. Second one, accuracy of secondary data is not known. And the third one, data may be outdated. Now, that is the end of my lecture on evaluations of secondary data. Hope you will enjoy from this lecture. Watch more lecture on research methodology. Subscribe Technia TV. Thanks a lot.